So we talk about exercise a lot, and one of the things that I think women forget is that we don't have to go crazy and try to run many miles to achieve what we need to be fit. And the older I get, the more I realize that sometimes those exercises that we need to do could be 20 to 30 minutes in the morning, because that's usually the best time for us because it's harder later in the day. But just keeping our balance and using our own body for resistance and just keeping moving, because a lot of times in our lives right now, we're very stationary and we sit in one spot or stand in one spot. So also I'm mindful not only of the exercise part, but just moving throughout the day. I see a lot more people walking around the block on their break, or just getting up and moving from your desk. Those things are important. They add up over time, because not moving our muscles and not moving our body, it adds up. And the more you keep moving, the less I believe that we hurt. And also it helps our brain. I mean, the movements help the neurotransmitters. We feel better. We think better. We're not as moody for that reason, I say, because sometimes we're under stress at work or even at home, and movement helps that because it stimulates the right things in our brain to help us achieve our goals and be happier.
There is no better drug for depression than exercise, period. And that can be just simple movement. Like Janet said, just get up and move. It doesn't take a lot. And it doesn't take a fancy gym. You don't have to go to the gym. Don't make that a barrier. You don't even have to have weights at home. We have talked about bands on this program before, but you don't even have to have resistance bands. You just use body weight stuff, push-ups, pull-ups, just push-pull exercises with your upper body and your lower body. So body weight squats, body weight deadlifts, just bend over and touch your toes 20 times. Seriously, that can be very, very effective. And here's what I like to tell people when they say, that just doesn't seem like it's going to be very effective. I'm like, okay, what are you doing now? Well, I'm doing nothing. Right. Okay, well, then just start with something. Right. And some people will talk about how worthless walking is. Well, if you're doing nothing now, walking is great. Now, if you want to progress to be a runner, then obviously you're going to have to start running. Or you want to be, a biker, you're going to have to start biking. And you're going to have to probably put some intensity into it if you want to start being competitive. But for just general health, move. Look at what our ancestors did. I mean, a lot of times, they were not running or sprinting, maybe for a few seconds at a time if they were hunting something, but largely they were just walking all day.
Right. So the whole point is you don't have to make it a big production. It's just start doing something. I feel the older I get that stretching is more important, and actually the movement, whether it's just getting your body warmed up and loosened up, and it's just something, right? It's just something, because it relieves stress, it clears your mind, we feel and think better and interact with people better. So don't stay stagnant. So do something.